Hello. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Volchy Reviews. And today on Volchy Reviews, we're going to be cracking open this box here. And I know what you're saying. You're probably not saying it, but I know you might be thinking it. You're going to say, Volchy, am I Brad Pitt? Am I Brad Pitt? Because I want to know what's in the box. Whoa. Perhaps a little sneak peek. Why don't we crack her wide open? Oh yeah, look at that. You know what? Let's pull these out. Let's get rid of the box. And as you can see, I've got here this. Look at this. A lovely crystal plate found somewhere in my cabinets. I would give this crystal plate, we're just going to review. This is like a duo review here. We're going to start by reviewing this crystal plate. Easily 5 Ps out of 5. We've got the nice like ribbed edge. It's definitely like has a little theme here. Some lovely flowers in the middle. 5 Ps out of 5. That's a great plate. Now let's set out before us the real review of today. These cookies. Look at them. Just have a look. Just have a look at these cookies. Let's bring them up. I mean, this is great. I can bring it up to the camera. We can really show you. Whoa! They're really ripping and rolling. These guys are just dying to die. But cookies don't actually die because they're not living. But yeah, so these here are a fan requested. If you notice in the comments of one of my older videos, the fan requested that I get these cookies. They had said that they saw these cookies were in like a magazine, I think, and the person said that they said they were the best cookies in Fort Wayne. I believe might have been the quote, but don't quote me on that. But with that being said, you know, look at them. I mean, they look pretty tasty. I also prepared because when eating cookies, you generally need a nice little glass of milk. Let's not cover up the brazen borrower. His potion is my potion. It's a nice, tasty glass of milk. Albeit it's almond milk because I don't really care for sucking on cow titties. No offense, cows. I'm sure your titties are great. But almond titties are kind of where it's at right now. Although, I feel like some nice nog would go well. But that's for another day. So, these cookies are from Utopian Coffee. It's a little cafe place on the Landing, which is downtown Fort Wayne. And yeah, I walked in there. They were very friendly. They hit me up. They were like, "What can I get you?" I said, "Are those the cookies?" And then I kind of told them, as I've told you, I said, "Are those the cookies that some lady gets like every day?" And they were like, "Oh, we don't know about that, but there are signature cookie." And I was like, if this is the signature cookie, that's the one. That's the one I gotta get. And so I purchased 3, and I'll be honest, I couldn't wait. I had one last night, and that's why I know that I need this here almond milk sauce, because these cookies, whew. You know what? Let's just take a bite. I actually want this one on the bottom, but I do want to show you. Check it out. Look at that. Look at it just fall apart. Right? Let's get that in focus. Come on, camera. Give it a little focus kiss. Where's that field of view? it just kind of pulls apart. And these cookies, if you look, they're so soft. Look at this. It just breaks apart. I'm gonna dive in here for a bite. Man, that's pretty tasty. I'm gonna eat this whole bite here. Give me a minute. Woo. Okay. Well, stack these little other bits up while we dive in. And I'll actually use this one as a nice example. So with this cookie here, I'll tell you, they're on this edge, on the outer edge where my finger's holding it right now. That edge is kind of crispy. It's got like some nice, I can't crush it right now with my little fingers. But then the inside here, like the inner ring of the cookie, we can show you on this one, the inner ring of the cookie, that's like the soft and like squishy, kind of like, it almost seems like, and I'm not a baker, hey, quote me on this, I'm not a baker, but I've baked before, but I'm not a baker. The inner ring part is actually quite soft and squishy, as if it were underbaked. But I think that plays into what I like about this cookie, is that you have kind of like that crispy exterior edge there. You have that crispy exterior edge, and then on the inside, you have like this nice squishy area. So I was able to just kind of break it apart and it into some nice, lovely little pieces here. And eat this cookie, and the chocolate in there is super rich. And let me see if I can find a piece, because you can generally see like the chocolate on the bottom of the cookies. Pro tip, chocolate sinks in the batter. So yeah, as you can see, there's like ripples of chocolate. Let's even flip this big one here. So you can see there's either pockets of chocolate or like ripples of chocolate. And man, there is definitely a good amount of chocolate. Now I would say, they just said it was their specialty cookie, but I would almost argue that it's just a chocolate chip cookie. I would assume that this is merely a chocolate chip cookie, but it's a really good one. I'm still trying to decide. I'm like doing the math in my head, but is this the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had? I don't know. It's pretty darn good. This is probably not the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had, but it's definitely up there. Definitely, in the words of Drake, I believe he said top 5. And then he said top 5, top 5, top 5. Maybe he says it 4 times. I believe Drake says top 5. He probably says it 5 times. Because if it's top 5, he would just say it 5 times. That makes sense. And now that I've had a bit, let's hey, cheers. 1 sip to some chocolate chip cookies. How lovely. And notice, we're drinking it out of that wonderful classic, the Pokemon Welch's grape juice little thing. I don't remember how I got this or where I got this, but man, I'm just glad to have it, honestly. It's the perfect little cup for just the perfect little bit of milk to go with my cookies. And now that I'm mentioning milk and cookies, I just gotta say, if you want to leave Santa like a nice gift, you could just go get him a few cookies. A few of these cookies. Maybe ask for the recipe. No, don't ask for the recipe. People are pretty tight on recipes. And despite the fact that like in the community you really want to share learning, to some extent I get it. Like that's your recipe. Like you made it. So, I would say the things that I like about the cookies, and I really enjoy. It has a crispy edge, nice soft center, delicious. It's rich. It's loaded with chocolate. Um, and someone actually had brought to my attention that the baker at the time when the lady was eating the cookies might have been different from the baker that is making the cookies now. So I might be tasting a different cookie than what the person, because as I said before, um, this was a fan submission review, and they saw it in a magazine, like a Fort Wayne magazine, and someone said, best cookie in Fort Wayne. Perhaps. They might have said that. Don't quote me on that quote. But that being said, that's why I wanted to try these cookies, was because they requested it. And for anyone else too, if you want a review, just throw something in the comments. I've been making a list, as like Santa, been making a list and checking it twice, boop, to find out who wants a review and what we're going to review. I have a few coming up, and I'm excited to, you know what, give me another piece. I'm just gonna snack on. The richness of these cookies really hit you. I definitely would recommend having a nice drink, a nice bit of milk, a nice bit of something, maybe some chalky milk, some coffee. Ooh, you could dip it in coffee. That could be good. But you definitely want to drink, because the richness of this cookie, whew, it hits you. And it's definitely tasty. I'm like over here eyeballing these little bits I got, and I'm like, man, give me another. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. By proximity, of course. Thank you, Outcast. As for these cookies, I would give them 4 Pias out of 5. For what they are and what they're worth, I think they're a delicious treat. And honestly, I like the idea of cookies at a cafe or just pastries of any kind, because you simply you go in, you get your little drink, your little drinky poo, and then you get some cookies. You get some nice light snacks, some snackers. So 4 Pias out of 5. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like and subscribe if you actually like it, and if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming out and checking this out. I'm so happy a fan made a request so early on. I would like to personally thank Gemma M. Thank you, Gemma M, for submitting that request. And I hope this review has either answered your questions about this here cookie. Let's bring it up for like one last little drive-by. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, look at that. We're driving by. Also, drive-bys are very unsafe. So be safe, and instead just get some cookies and milk and have yourself a very wholesome time with your cookies and milk. But, again, thank you for watching.